to my channel, and here I'm going to show you how to construct a waste bin. And the question that I'm going to use here for the construction of a waste bin or dustbin, it says that a dustbin is made from a 3mm thick metal. The top and bottom external diameters are 80mm and 60mm respectively, while the height is 70mm. Construct the isometric view of the dustbin. That is the question that we are going to use here. And to start with, we are given the thickness of the dustbin to be 3mm, and the top diameter is 80mm, the bottom diameter is 60mm, and the height is 70mm. So we are going to start this way. Just follow me, and also you need to practice it when you see how it should be done. So the first thing that we are going to do, since we are constructing it in isometric projection, so first of all, draw a short horizontal line here. Then with our 30° set square, we are going to draw a line in this direction, and also we draw a line in this direction. Okay, so then the bottom diameter is 60mm, so we take a measurement of 60mm from this point. Let me call this point, let me call it point X. Okay, so we take a measurement of 60mm from point X to the right side, 60mm, and let's break it down into two. So we need that, so that is 30mm. Then we also take 60mm from this point to the left side, so this is 60mm. I'll break it down into two, that is 30mm here. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to construct an isometric square here of length 60mm. So we draw this line, so in this direction, and then so from this point we also draw a line in this direction from that point. So then this 30mm here, so which is half of that 60, so we transfer it to this side, and we also transfer this 30mm, so we transfer it to this side. Okay, so we transfer it to this side. Now what we need to do now is that we are going to connect the longest corners, which is this point and this point. So we connect them together. What we want to do is that if we are to construct an isometric circle, this is the way to go about it, using force center method. Okay, so now what we need to do is that we are going to construct just half of the circle. That's what we want to do here. So we are not going to construct everything, because this is the bottom, and if you have a cylindrical bucket or a cylindrical object before you, and you are looking at it front view, so for the bottom part you only see the curve that is facing, you cannot see the one at the back. So that's what we are going to do for the bottom part of this dustbin or waste bin. So what we need to do now is that we are going to connect this point and this point together. So if you are not seeing the video that I made on the construction of isometric circle, please, you may need to go and see it, but I'm also doing it the way I did it here, there. Okay, so we also need to connect these 2 points together, so like this. Okay, so then I need to make sure we can see this line. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is to take our compass. So we put it at this point here, at this point. Then we extend it to this point. I don't want to be numbering this point, that's the reason. So we extend it to this point, and we draw an arc like this to meet this line, just this longest line or the diagonal. So that's what we just need to do. Okay, so we also put at this point. Okay, so then we draw an arc from here. So draw an arc So we draw an arc from this point to touch the longest diagonal. So that's just what we need to do. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that we quit at this point here and we extend it to this point. Okay, so we have to draw an arc from here. So to make this arc, so we draw like this. Okay, so this is all that we need to do for the bottom of the dust bin or the bin. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take the height of the dustbin, which is 70 millimeters. Before that, so we are going to draw a vertical line. So from this center, so we draw a vertical line from this center. So as a center line like this. Okay, so here we are going to take a measurement of 70 millimeters. From this center we take 70 millimeters. So this is 70 millimeters here. So with 30 degrees set square, so let me make sure this line, okay, intersect. Okay, so with a 30 degrees set square, we are going to draw a line. So in this direction, so we draw a line. So we draw a line in this direction, like this, and then so we turn like this, and we also draw a line in this direction. This is it. So we draw a line in this direction. Okay, so I need to extend this a bit. Okay. Alright, so having done this, the next that we are going to do is that we are going to construct a square on this face. And as we are told that the external diameter of the top is 80 millimeters, so I need to divide 80 by 2, and that will be 40 millimeters. So from this point here, from this point of intersection of these two lines, so I'm going to take 40 millimeters to the left side and 40 millimeters to the right side, making it 80 millimeters. And also I will come to this point here. Okay, so taking 40 millimeters down and taking 40 millimeters up, so making 80. Then with my set square, I will come to this point here. Okay, so I come to this point and I'm going to draw a line in this direction. Okay, so coming to this point also, so I will draw a line. So I'll draw a line in this direction. So then I will set like this. So coming to this point, so draw a line to meet these two lines, and then so I will also come to this point here and draw a line from here to here. Alright, so we have the square. So the square of length 80 millimeters, as we are told that the external diameter is 80 millimeters. So what I need to do now with what we did here, so this one we are going to draw a complete isometric circle on this face. So I will join the longest corners together, so which is these two corners. Then I'm going to connect this point. So this point here, I will connect it together with this point as we did for the bottom part. So also I will connect, so this point I will connect them together like this. Okay, so this is how we are going to construct the isometric circle. So putting the point of my compass here and extending it to this point here, extend to this point. So I'm going to draw an arc like this. Okay, so we have drawn this. So then we come to this point here, and so we also draw an arc from here. So it goes like this. Alright, so then I put the point of my compass here and extend it to this point here. Okay, so we're extending it to this point. Okay. Alright, so then I will draw this. Okay, so then I'll put at this point here. So it touches this point, so I can draw. like this. All right, so now we are to subtract 6 millimeters from the external diameter of the top circle of the dustbin. So why am I using 6 millimeters? So if you look at the thickness, so the thickness is for this side and this side. Okay, so the thickness is for the whole of this part. So what we need to do, we have 3 millimeters on this side, we have 3 millimeters on this side. So we subtract 6 millimeters. That is 3 plus 3 will give us 6. Then we subtract 6 millimeters from 80, and that will give us 74. So we now divide 74 by 2, which will give us 37. So 37, that will give us 37. So from this center, so we take a measurement of 37 millimeters from this center here. So we take a measurement of 37 millimeters. So this is 37 millimeters here. Okay, then so 37 millimeters on this side to make it 74. Okay, all right, so this is 74 millimeters here. Okay, so and again, so here on this line, so we also take 34 millimeters. So I'm trying to set this thing, or maybe I should use my compass. So 37 millimeters. Alright, so this is 37, so I make an arc here, and also I make an arc here. Okay, so alright, so we already have these ones. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that I will construct an isometric square on this face. So here I'm going to draw. Oh no. Alright, sorry. So that 34 is supposed to be on this line, not on this one. It's on this line. So this is okay. So I have this, and then I have this. Alright, so that's it. So now, so I'm going to draw a line. So go in this direction, and then so coming to this point, I will also draw a line at this point. So that goes like this. Okay, so then here I'll come to this point, and I will also draw a line in this direction. Then, so coming to this point, alright, so we have that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that if you look at what we have here, so this line, so that we draw for the longest corners, you see that it's already on this point of the new square that we drew. So it's already there. So what we just need to do now is that so this point, so we are going to connect together with this point. So that is what we need to do. So we connect these 2 points together, so which I believe you can see. So we connect these 2 points together. Okay, so then this point also we connect together with this point, so and it goes like this. Alright, so then so we have the point that we are going to use. So we have this point, okay, then we also have this point, okay, and also we are making use of this point, and we are also making use of this point. So let's take note of that. That is what I've done. So what we need to do now is that we put the midpoint of our compass at this point here. So and we extend it to this point. So we extend to this point. I believe you can see it. We are making use of this point now. Okay, so this point and this point. So this is the center where we have to put the pinpoint of our compass, and we put it here. So then we are going to draw an arc. So from here to this point. Okay, so we have to draw an arc from here to this point, so it goes like this. Okay. Alright, so we have this now. So you can see how simple it is. Then we are going to make use of this point. Then, so we have to draw an arc from here, so to this point. So I need to adjust this, I think. Okay, so I will draw an arc from here, and it goes like this to this point. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that we put the point of our compass at this point here, and we extend it to this point. So by the time I draw from here, it will touch this, and it goes like this. So this is it. Okay, so then, so putting it at this point, so it touches this point, so I can draw from here, and it goes like this. Alright, so that's it. So the next thing that we are going to do, which is the final stage, so is to connect this point. So this point here and this point here, we connect them together, and also this point and this point. So we connect them together, then we complete the dustbin as we are instructed. So this is it. So we connect so this point together like this. Okay, so and also so we connect so this point together, and it goes like this. Alright, so this is the waste bin as we are instructed to construct, as simple as I've done it here. So all you need to do is to practice. When you practice it, you become a master at it. Thank you, and keep on practicing. God bless you.